Andal Tiruvadigalé Saranam. Today it is ninth day of our Dhanurmasa Utsavam. Let us meditate upon the scene which is described in this Pasuram, today's Pasuram. Goda Devi is approaching a girl who is sleeping inside the house. That house is built up with so many wonderful, beautiful and bright, effulgent 9 varieties of gems. All kind of gems are embedded to that house. In that house, very peacefully, with so much of relief, and this girl is sleeping on a very delicate, beautiful, cushioned bed. The girl is sleeping. And around that bed, there are so many beautiful traditional lamps are lighting. And around that bed, beautiful, fragranceful perfumes and dhupam is going on continuously. In that kind of setting, this girl is sleeping as if she is completely in the trance. Now Goda Devi is asking, this girl is aunt's daughter. Goda Devi is saying that, can you please open the gate, the door, which is also embedded with all kind of gems. Goda Devi first asked the girl to open the door, and Goda Devi realized that that girl is not in a awakened state. So she is addressing, O Atta, that means O aunt. Can you please wake your daughter up? I have been calling your daughter. Is she dumb? Is she deaf? Why she is not responding to me? Or anyone guarding her and warning her not to respond me? Why she is in such a deep sleep? Or anyone did any mantra on her? She is completely into trance. Oh Atta, oh my dear aunt, we are going to be praising the glory of, singing the glory of Mahamayavi, Madhava, Vaikunthavasa. Those names we are going to be singing. So those names should awaken this girl. Like this Goda Devi today approaching a girl. So this house is, as we discussed, such a wonderful house in which this girl is kept very comfortably. It is said in Bhagavad Gita, Mayite teshucha api aham. Those who gives me a place in their heart, I give them a place in my heart. So now let us imagine these two hearts are houses, beautiful palaces. So we are giving him a house in our heart. Our heart is filled up with so many mundane desires and so many other thoughts and so many sins, but finally we could purify it, we could sanctify it, we could clean it, we could remodel it. So now we are giving a house, remodeled house, cleaned house, sanctified house, purified house to Paramatma to live in. Okay. In return, what he is giving? He is giving us a house which has never tainted with any kind of sin, which is never tainted with any kind of uncleanliness, which is never tainted with any kind of mundane desires, which is always pure, which is filled up with sattva gunam, which is always effulgent. Such palace is given, that is not remodeled, that is always great house and pure house. Such house is given to us in return. So imagine, just look at the difference. If you just give him a house in our heart, a staying place in our heart, in return he is giving such a beautiful, wonderful house for us to live in, and where we don't have to worry about anything. We can just relax. This house is, this money, bhavanam, is Paramatma's heart. There we are. We can imagine we are in the thoughts of Paramatma. We are in the heart of Paramatma. We can relax there. We don't have to worry about anything. We don't have to fear about anything. So when does that happen? If we can enjoy Paramatma in our heart. So from today onwards, as we discussed and as we are planning to practice some of the tenets from the Pasurams early in the morning and before we go to bed, what did we thought of doing? First thing when we get up, we should remember our mother and father. We should be able to see their divine feet, and within our thought we can do namaskaram. Then Acharya, we have to do namaskaram. Then Sri Krishna Paramatma in the morning. After that we do our Narayanastram slokas. That means we are keeping Paramatma safe, who is known to us from the scriptures. So chanting Ramayana slokam, Gita slokam and Vishnu Namam early in the morning, before even we get down from the bed. Then we have to say, when a child leaves from the house, parent expects that child will be safe enough, So if the child says that, Mom, you don't worry, I will follow whatever you said. That gives so much relief to the parent. So also here, before even we get down from the bed, we should say that Bhagavan, Karishye Vachanam Tava, I shall act according to your heart. I would not hurt you. That day starts. And then whatever I am going to be doing throughout this day, Bhagavan, everything is for you. I am dedicating everything to you. Sarvam Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. These are the things we practice every day in the morning and before we wrap up the day. So today onwards we can accommodate this one also. What is the thought? We just have to think, we just have to feel Paramatma, Lakshmi Narayan, our eternal parents are here in our heart. We just have to think Hridaya Mandiram, Bhagavan is there. In return, we can also relate that I am there in the thoughts of Paramatma, safe. I am safe. This is how we can practice the essence of today's Pasuram. And I hope you all will remember doing this in the morning and in the evening before going to the bed. This will definitely bring a high level transformation in each and every of our lives. From today's Pasuram, other Alvar is remembered. So far, who are the Alvars that we surrendered and remembered? First Periyalvar, then Kulasekara Alvar, then Periyalvar, Kulasekara Alvar, Nammalvar. Today, Tirumalisai Alvar. Right? So, Tirumalisai Alvar is the one who always carries Paramatma in his heart. We see Kumbhakonam, there is a divine place. That Perumal is called as Edhoktakari. Because this Tirumalisai Alvar carries Perumal in his heart, wherever he goes, surprisingly, this Tirumalisai Alvar, wherever he goes, surprisingly, the Vigraham in Kumbhakonam temple also used to turn towards that where a Tirumalisai Alvar is there. So he goes, the Vigraham itself used to rotate. And whenever Tirumalisai Alvar gets up, Perumal gets up. He sleeps, Perumal sleeps. So it is as and how Tirumalisai Alvar says or thinks. That is how Kumbhakonam Perumal used to act. To that extent, Tirumalisai Alvar carries Paramatma, realizing the relation between himself and Paramatma, realizing the bondage between himself and Paramatma, realizing the affectionate connection between himself and Paramatma. That is what we should be cultivating, inculcating. It is very, most of us carries a thought that he gives, we take. That's all it is. But it is more than that. There is, Shastram says, 9 ways that we can connect to Paramatma. Navavidha Sambandham. Like a father you can treat. You can feel that you are belonging of Paramatma, and you can feel that you are, you are the Seshi, that means Sesham, you are part of Paramatma, and you are the one who is protected by Paramatma. You are the one who is always taken care by Paramatma, and you should be realizing Paramatma, and you are the property, his proprietor. You are always, he always supports us. As and how body survives if we are there, once we depart from the body, body is gone. So also we are there only as long as Paramatma is there. And we are enjoyables, he is the enjoyer. This many ways, there are so many ways that we can connect to Paramatma. In 9th chapter Bhagavad Gita also Paramatma says, Pitahamasya jagato mata dhata pitamahaha Gatirbharta prabhussakshi nivasaha Saranam suhrutu prabhavah pralayasthanam nidhanam bijamavyayam. So, always remembering the most comfortable way that we can connect to Sriman Narayana, we should carry that, So that is how we will be more always feeling like looking at Paramatma, serving Paramatma, thinking about Paramatma. So that we have to cultivate within our thoughts. And today, while giving a word to Goda Devi, that we will definitely adopt all the essence from your song into our lives. So help us, bless us, transform to the high level with that kind of prayer to Goda Devi. Let us present today's song. ஆண்டாள் திருவடிகளே சரணம். தூமணி மாடத்து சுத்தும் விளக்கெரிய தூபம் கமழ துயிலனை மேல் கண் வளரும் மாமான் மகளே மணிக்கதவந்தாள் திறவாய் மாமீர் அவளை எழுப்பீரோ உன் மகள்தான் ஊமையோ அன்றிச் செவிடோ அனந்தலோ ஏமப்பெருந்துயில் மந்திரப்பட்டாலோ மாமாயன் மாதவன் வைகுந்தன் என்றென்று நாமம் பலவும் நவின்று ஏலோரெம்பாவாய். ஆண்டாள் திருவடிகளே சரணம். ஜெய் ஸ்ரீமன் நாராயணா.